Good morning and welcome you all to the CBC online classes. Today we are discussing about the second part of class 9 economics, the story of Village Palampur. In our first video, that is the first part of this chapter, we have studied the various types of economic activities, farm activities, non-farm activities in this village, and we have studied how can we increase production from the same piece of land. There are two methods to increase production from the same piece of land, that is multiple cropping, and the second one is application of modern methods of production. Whether we apply this multiple cropping or modern farming methods, it depends on the land holdings. In this village Palampur, based on the distribution of land, we can classify the farmers in this village into three: small farmers, medium farmers, and large farmers. The small farmers, they are having a land holdings less than 2 hectares of land. Medium and large farmers, they are having a land holdings of more than 2 hectares. Another necessity for agricultural production is labor. In our village, who will provide labor? For small farmers, medium and large farmers, from where they will get the laborers? For small farmers, the production is only for self-consumption. They are producing and they are using for their own consumption only. Their family members are doing all the production activities. They are not hiring laborers from outside. But as far as medium and large farmers are concerned, they are hiring laborers from outside. And these hired laborers are known as farm laborers. Their remuneration, it may be in cash or it may be in kind. And it will vary from one place to another place, from one job to another job. And these medium and large farmers, they are doing surplus production. That means their production is mainly for selling in the market. They are the producers to sell products in the market. From these farmers, medium and large farmers, products are coming to the market. After land, labor is the next necessary factors of production. Farming requires a great deal of hard work. Small farmers, along with their families, cultivate their own fields because their production is not for selling in the market, it's for their own use, that is for self-consumption. Thus, they provide the labor required for farming themselves. But medium and large farmers hire farm laborers to work on their own fields because their production is not for self-consumption, it's for selling in the market. Look at the table. It shows the percentage of people working in different countries. The more working population is in India. Another requirement of production is capital. In our village Palampur, from where they will get capital for production? The capital needed in farming. For small and medium large farmers, from where they will get capital? For small farmers, they are producing for self-consumption and their production is only for their own use. That's why they will never sell products in the market. They will get capital from money lenders with high interest rate. Actually, these farmers, the small farmers, are in a pathetic situation. They are not getting money sources from outside. But as far as medium and large farmers are concerned, their production is surplus production and it's mainly for selling in the market, and they will get surplus money, so they will manage to get loan from commercial banks and from other agricultural banks or from other monetary institutions. At a very low interest rate, they will get money from outside sources. The modern farming methods require a great deal of capital, so that the farmer now needs more money than before. Most small farmers have to borrow money to arrange for the capital. They borrow from large farmers or the village money lenders or the traders who supply various inputs for cultivation. The rate of interest on such loans is very high. They are put into great distress to repay the loans. But for this medium and large farmers, they are getting from outside sources, that is from commercial banks and other monetary institutions, and their interest rate is very low. The medium and large farmers can only do surplus production. Their main aim is to sell the products in the market. The farmers, that is the medium and large farmers, they have produced wheat on their lands using the three factors of production. The wheat is harvested and production is complete. Farmers retain a part of the wheat for the family's consumption and sell the surplus wheat in the market. The traders at the market buy the wheat and sell it further to shopkeepers in the towns and cities. Other large and medium farmers sell the surplus farm products. A part of the earning is saved and kept for buying capital for the next season. Thus, they are able to arrange for the capital for farming from their own savings. Some farmers might also use the savings to buy cattle, trucks, or to set up shops. That means the medium and large farmers, they are arranging capital for their production from their own surplus production. There are many non-farm activities in our village Palampur. Non-farm activities means already we studied the activities other than agriculture is known as non-farm activities. See, dairy, one of non-farm activities, small-scale manufacturing units, cottage industries and small-scale industries. The shopkeepers of Palampur, the retail shop owners, they will purchase from wholesale units and they will sell the products in the village like toothbrush, rice, wheat, like many products. And transportation, one of the growing non-farm activity in this village. We can see many transportation activities in this village, motorcycle, tonga, bullock cars, then many things. So all these are the non-farm activities in this village. One of the most important non-farm activity in our village Palampur is dairy. Dairy is a common activity in many families of Palampur. People feed their buffaloes on various kinds of grass and the jowar and bachara that grows during the rainy season. The milk is sold in Raiganj, the nearby village, large village. Two traders from Shahpur town have set up collection cum chilling centers at Raiganj, from where the milk is transported to faraway towns and cities. Another important non-farm activity and a fast developing sector is transportation. There are a variety of vehicles on the roads connecting Palampur to Raiganj, rickshawalas, tangwalas, jeep, tractor, truck drivers, and people driving the traditional bullocks, bullock carts and bogey, or people in the transportation services. There are many types of transportation facilities are there in this village. They ferry people and goods from one place to another and in return get paid for it. The number of people involved in transport has grown over the last several years. In short, farming is the main production activity in this village. Over the years, there have been many important changes in the way farming is practiced. These have allowed the farmers to produce more crops from the same amount of land. This is an important achievement since land is fixed and scarce. But in raising production, a great deal of pressure has been put on land and other natural resources. The new ways of farming need less land but much more of capital. The medium and large farmers are able to use their own savings from production to arrange for capital during the next season. On the other hand, the small farmers, who constitute about 80% of the total farmers in India, find it difficult to obtain a capital. Because of the small size of their plots, their production is not enough. That's why they are unable to cultivate on their own land because of the scarcity of capital. The lack of surplus means that they are unable to obtain capital from their own savings and have to borrow. This is the condition of farmers in our country. That's all from this chapter, Class 9 Economics, the story of Village Palampur, the previous questions and the main points in this chapter we will discuss in our next video. Thank you all.